Alright, so I know I'm making a video really late right now. It's 12:38 for me as of right now. But anyways, how's it going, you guys? It's Spider64 here again. And today, or tonight, we are completely forgetting about NASCAR and we're going to talk about superheroes, alright? Also, one more NASCAR reference. I'm almost finished with my Jimmy Johnson one car. Almost finished with it, but I'll review it to you guys if you want me to. But anyways, I'm going to be giving you my review of Incredibles 2. So, yeah, Incredibles 2. How many years was this in this made the last Incredibles movie? 2004? 14 years. 14 years it took them so long to make this movie. And to be honest, Pixar, you guys, you took your time, you did everything, and you presented us with a really good movie. Okay? That's something I just all need to say. That's really what I all really need to say. So anyways, yeah. I remember when I watched the first Incredibles movie, and it was, and yeah, that's an old childhood movie, I mean, all the Pixar movies are, Cars, Toy Story, and stuff like that. But, but The Incredibles is such a remarkable one for me because it's superheroes, and you know me, I love superheroes, and I'm a nerd, so yeah, and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, yeah, right now it is 12:40 right now here in California, and I most likely will upload this video um, right after, so maybe you can all see. And also, this video will contain spoilers, but I want to be here just to talk about you guys for 10 minutes, so 10 minutes will be good. So yeah, it took 10 years to, or no, 14 years to make a second one, and I wasn't so sure what they were going to do it. I mean, heck, it took us a long time to get a proper Cars 1 sequel, because Cars 2 absolutely sucked. But, yeah, so anyways, yeah, Incredibles 2. It's basically a sequel to the first Incredibles movie. Nothing happens during that timeline, which is quite amazing to me how they don't do that. I mean, it really is, I mean, I just love it how they make a movie like so long ago, and then they just leave it where it left off. So yeah, that's all I'm just gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, and this movie was directed by Brad Bird, which I believe he did also direct other Pixar movies as well. I think did he direct Wall-E? I don't know. I'm not so sure, but Wall-E, love that movie. But, yeah, it was written and directed by Brad Bird and came out June 15th worldwide. And, yeah. So, yeah, I'm basically going to be talking about what I really like about this movie. Okay. First up, this movie was really good. Like, the Pixar movies for me are the best animated movies you can go out there and watch because, it's so, I gotta admit to you, I just love Pixar, I basically grew up with all the movies. Some of the movies I have not seen, like, I don't know, like, some of them. I like the old ones, they're old ones. Hell, how long is it gonna take to get A Bug's Life 2? A Bug's Life 2? Probably never, or I don't know. I don't know what's the next Pixar movie they have in store, but is it Toy Story 4? I'm not so sure. And yeah, and this movie was really, Brad Bird, he's a really good director, and he did direct the first movie, so obviously you have the same people. And I really don't really think, like, I feel like the reason why it took so long to get this movie out was just because Pixar wanted to create new ideas, and that's what they did. You know, they want to make new ideas. They don't want to make sequels to some of their movies. But obviously, they didn't make sequels to their movies like, for instance, Cars, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and a bunch of other ones. So, yeah, and it really does take them a long time. But they take their time to work on these movies. Now, I don't know when they began production, when they started the thing here, but it probably wasn't right after the first Incredibles movie. It was probably maybe a couple of years, maybe hell, even in 2015 or 16, they were probably developing it, or I'm not even so sure. But yeah, one thing is for sure, they took their time and they presented us with a really good movie. So yeah, and all the people that you saw in the first movie are still here and stuff like that, like you know, Samuel Jackson as Frozen. I'm gonna, all right. I gotta do it, but I'm gonna do it. Where's my super suit? But yeah, anyways, I love that. But yeah, and obviously you have Holly Hunter as Elastigirl, and then you had Craig T. Nelson as, you know, obviously Mr. Incredible. You basically have everyone that was in the first movie back here, and then you have some new characters, you know, and I gotta admit, they do really do, you know, they're all pretty great, and also Brad Bird as Edna. Love it. But yeah, yeah, also, hey, that's cool right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it was a really, I mean, this movie, overall, I'm not really gonna spoil the movie because I want people to see this movie because like I said, and Pixar and Pixar really did take their time on this movie, and I really do appreciate them for that. I appreciate you guys just doing that all completely. So yeah, overall, I thought this movie was pretty good. Like I'll say it again, took you long enough, but you presented us with a great movie. All right, I'm on to the spoiler part of the video, and spoilers. More spoilers. Alright, anyways. So, Incredibles 2 leaves off where the first movie, you know, started. Left off. If I can say that right. You know, Undermeyer is doing his thing, you know, the guy with the drill and stuff like that. And obviously, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl are obviously trying to stop them. And then, you know, Violet, Dash, and then all the other kids get involved. Frozen was there too. They stop Underminer, but not really. Not really. They didn't really stop him. And then they get arrested because in the Incredibles universe, superheroes are illegal. Basically, if you have powers, you can't go out there and use them. So, yeah. And after that first movie, they're all left to just live in a hotel, which obviously that's it. And then, so yeah, and obviously Mr. Incredible incredibly wants to go back to being, you know, supers, which that's pretty, which, you know, a lot of this stuff really kind of does, it really kind of does take a lot of stuff from, heck, like the Marvel Civil War storyline it kind of reminds me of a little bit of like a, you know, how you say it, like it really kind of reminds me of, it really is a really solid superhero story and stuff like that, you know, and obviously, I'm trying to figure out, yeah, and then I forget some of the characters' name, but new character in the movie called Winston DeVore says to the Soups that, hey, you want to become superheroes again? You want to make it illegal? Come join me, and we can all do it. So yeah, they basically do it, and Elastigirl does all the stuff, and obviously Mr. Incredible has to be a parent, while Elastigirl is doing all this, you know, all her historic stuff. And so really kind of the main villain in the movie is the Screen Slayer or something like that. I forget. I mean, yeah, the screen slayer. You know, basically he hypnotized people with the screen and stuff like that. And there's a really big twist, you know, in this movie and stuff like that. And also a really kind of also this movie was also pretty funny too, you know. And obviously you could see that Mr. Incredible tries hard to be a parent, like taking care of Jack, doing Dash's math homework, which I totally have to agree with them. Why would they change math? I feel like that's what math nowadays, or maybe I just have to just pay attention more instead of thinking about superheroes. I'm reviewing a superhero movie, and at midnight. Yeah, that's my life. I'm such a nerd. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's that, and then you know, and then oh yeah, in first half of the movie, Violet, the kid Tony Reininger, sees her unmasked, and basically just, and yeah, and that led to them raising his mind, and Violet gets pretty upset about it and started hating superheroes and stuff like that. So yeah, so whilst that happened, now here's kind of the big twist. Elastigirl thinks that she defeated the Screen Slayer or whatever his name was, but turned out that the Screen Slayer is just it's just the actual person actually behind the whole thing is actually um Winston Deborah's sister, Evelyn, in the movie. She's called, and she basically has these goggles which hypnotize people and stuff like that. Hypnotize Elastigirl, and Elastigirl really immediately finds out, and so hypnotize these other superheroes and stuff like that, and they go after the her family and stuff like that. And also in this movie, they find out that Jack has superpowers, which basically he actually has the powers of turning into the Human Torch. What else? Teleport, shoot laser eyes, and it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So, but, yeah, a lot of stuff. And then you have, yeah, he has a lot of powers, and it really is funny in the movie how, you know, how Mr. Incredible would took him to Edna, and then she's automatically locked on. She's like, incredible, and stuff like that, or astonishing, something like that. Ha, see what I did? Incredible? Ha? But anyways, yeah, so that happens, and while I'm playing with freaking Legos, there's a bunch of Legos everywhere. I'm trying to make the pit signs for the Spydico Cup. Newman and Menard. Oh yeah, I forgot. No more NASCAR references. Yeah. So yeah, they do that. So so yeah, they she hypnotized them, and then hypnotized them, also Frozone as well. And so basically basically that's that. And also in the movie the main really point of the movie, the main thing they're trying to do, and that is they're trying to make superheroes illegal. So they do that, and then Evelyn hypnotizes them, and basically just and tries to basically ran a ship into the city and stuff like that. And also, it's up to Violet and Dash and Jack to defeat them. So they do that, kick butt here and that, and in the end, Elastigirl stops the main villain, stops the ship from crashing into the city, and superheroes become illegal again. So yeah, so overall, really good plot. And also, my friend actually mentioned this to me, but they really did copy a lot of this from the Fantastic Four. I think it was the second Fantastic Four movie, but I mean, hey, this movie is probably much better than that one, I would have to say. But We really need a Fantastic Four movie. One like this. If Pixar can do it, then give the Fantastic Four back to Marvel so they can work out something. They can make an incredible movie. Because right now, people really don't even know anything about the Fantastic Four. But yeah, but anyways. So yeah, then that's that. And then the movie leaves off with the Incredibles and their new Incredimobile. And that's basically how the movie ends. So, overall, I really did thought it was a good movie. And I basically break down the plot to you right there and there. Right here and there. So overall, I thought it was a really good movie. I'll give it a solid 10 out of 10. I really liked it. Really did like it. Or, no, you know what? I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah. You know. Took a while. Took a while for them to get. Took a while. But hey, the wait's over. People can finally now watch them. People can finally now watch the movie. Can finally watch the movie and stuff like that. Now the question begs, will there be Incredibles 3? I told this to my friend too. Probably in the next 14 years. And that's like, I really think about it. Let me actually see. 18 plus 14 equals... So, apparently the next Incredibles movie will come out in 2032. That's a long time. So, yeah. Okay then. I mean, they'll most likely will maybe do that, but I mean, hey, we have this movie, but I think it's appropriate if Pixar does do other projects. So anyways, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you thought in the movie, and are you interested in seeing this movie? If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, and the NASCAR Spider Cup series. Keep signing up. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.